Hey, it's your boy Chongo coming at you with another video. This video is Big Jay Oakerson shares his White Elmo story with Shane Gillis and Matt McCusker. Brought to you by podcasts and stream clips. I like stories, right? So I'm excited about this one. Let's get right into it.
Hold on, I know you've told this story a million times, but can you please tell us that story?
Which
the dressing up and
there's a couple of them. The Elmo.
The Elmos.
The Elmo. Yeah.
Just let me get that story.
That was the first one they sent me to. The guy was like, "Hey, if you want to make more money, I also during the day the stripper company does kids parties where you dress up as the costumes." Same guy. You go to the same guy's house with his fucking koi pond and pick up the fucking bag. The trash bag, mind you, full of costume. That was like not the licensed ones, like this. They were like shitty costumes.
Knockoff Elmos.
So I was Elmo, and they sent me. I was the last call for the stripper thing and this. Like we need somebody. Our main guys can't do it, so I always got the shittiest gigs, and I mean like real like North Philly, like scary places to go. And I went as Elmo. Right away, no one's happy to see me. They're like, "Why is a white guy with a garbage bag coming to our front door?" And then they let me in, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm here for the kids. I'm Elmo." And they go, "Oh, all right, go change in the back." It's sweltering hot. It's like summertime. I put on the Elmo costume, and then I come out to start and I tell them like he was yelling at me to do the hokey pokey, but I was giving her. I gave her like a CD you have to like put in, and she was like, "We ain't got no player here. Just do the hokey." She kept yelling, "Do the hokey pokey." Abby, which is a funny thing to be yelled at. And then I got a little screen. I'm like, "Miss," it's sort of the closer, like the hokey pokey with all the kids. And then, whatchamacallit, this little girl, this little black girl, like barrettes in her. She was so cute. Like it was a moment where I was like, "Oh, this is cool," like this gig, because she did like the hug. She hugged my leg and "Love you, Elmo." And then kids, like bad kids, you could tell, were coming in the block on bikes. And they came to the party. And while this girl's literally hugging my leg, the kid was like, "Yo, that ain't the real Elmo." And she's like, "Yes, it is." And he's like, "No, it ain't." And he starts looking through the grill thing. And she's like, "You see?" And then
like, "Hey, get out of here, motherfucker."
Yeah, I'm going, "Come on, kid." And he just lifts the sleeve up of the thing and screams. He goes, "Elmo's white."
Dude, that's like being in a shark cage.
The mom came over and she was yelling at the kid. She goes, "No, this is Elmo, honey. This is Elmo." And the little girl's getting upset, and then the kid just pointing it out, and you're almost going like, "Hey, kid, stop." Yeah. And he goes, "If that's the real Elmo, why is he wearing FUBU sneakers?" Which I was. FUBU sneakers. And then the kid said, he goes, "Let's see if Elmo has nuts." And then I couldn't find him out of my little screen. And I was and then he just launched me. I mean, like, no repercussions.
He just socked
nothing. Just
socked you in the balls.
I mean, like the top of his foot. The top of his foot hit like my ass crack. He got in it.
Let's see if Elmo has and look into his screen like,
yeah.
I will say,
it was like Hurt Locker sweat going on.
Look like Iron Man in his mask.
you wouldn't expect a from behind nut kick. That was truly a master. Oh. That was a young matron.
No, not from behind. It was from the front. You got me from the front.
Just a hook.
But it was so it was so in there that like
gooch.
That is crazy though, to leave like I'm presuming a slightly fucked up household and just spy Elmo. Like, I'm ruining this shit.
I have less scary stories from the stripper thing than the kids' parties, dude. The kids, one time I went, and the owner of this company would say whatever to sell.
Sorry, we got some plumbers here. They're going wild.
The owner of the company would say whatever to sell the gig.
To the house.
Getting all your poops out. The owner would do anything to sell the gig.
Yeah.
So I was gonna be as Winnie the Pooh to a kid's party, North Philly, and I get in there, and then the guy goes, as soon as I get there, the guy goes, as soon as I get in there, he goes, "Yo, where's the presents and balloons?" And I was like, which I thought was even a weird thing that someone would ever believe that's going to happen. I'm like, you want to just bring random presents for your child? Like, I don't even know if it's a boy or a girl or what. And he's like, well, I was told you bring presents and balloons. So I was like, well, I'm sorry. I go, let me call the company. And I called the guy, and the guy was like, yeah, I just said it because well, you're there already. Like, they're going to. He was like, yeah, no, he told him that's a bullshit. And he goes, put him on the phone. And now, like, I didn't know this was the scam. Put him on the phone, and now we'll take a couple bucks off, but you're already there. And I was like,
my God.
Okay. So, like,
it's also crazy to be like, yeah, we don't need to get the presents. Winnie the Pooh is going to come bring all the presents and decorations.
They said they would. That would.
Yeah, he said Winnie the Pooh's going to bring presents. Like, what? So, the guy was like, he gets him on the phone. He's like, all right. And I go into his house, and it was like the. Do you remember the party in Menace to Society where Kane beat the guy who was talking shit about Jada Pinkett?
No,
not really.
It was like that party.
Okay.
It was,
all right. That still gives me a good idea.
Multiple dice games going on. 2 babies in high chairs eating Cheerios. The only children at this party, and it's one of those kids' birthday. So when I go in, the guy was like, I was like, where could I change? And he goes, go upstairs. Is it bad?
No, fuck it.
He was like, go upstairs and change in the bedroom. So I went up to a bedroom and closed the door, and it was fucking.
Sorry, my plumbers, they're just drummers.
Yeah, they're just fucking. They're doing some. They're all right. They figured it out.
Dukes, dude. They're sorting it out.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's all right.
So you're up in the bedroom.
I go up in this bedroom, I close the door, and the guy's like, don't close that door, motherfucker. And I was like, I already did. And he was like, the door, like when you close it, it won't open.
Oh, no.
So now I have to wait for them to take the door off the hinges. And it was funny, like the door, it literally fell. It was like an old Philly, like shitty house.
Yeah.
This heavy ass door, like they take off the hinges and it goes on, it hits the bed, like the dust comes up, and I'm literally standing there holding a Winnie the Pooh, like it's like the right stuff, like I'm holding like an astronaut's helmet. I'm like, let's go.
So
make
you were
history.
dressed as Pooh, just not with the head on yet.
Yeah, no head on. And then I went downstairs and I gave the guy again the CD to put in for the Hokey Pokey songs or whatever. And the guy goes, just dance to what's on, which I do recall was Dr. Dre's 2001 Chronic.
Damn.
So I just like Hokey Pokey danced to that for 2 kids in high chairs for like a half hour or so. And then and the guys were just doing their thing and kind of not paying attention to me. And then I was like, oh man, he goes, kids are adorable. Like, thanks so much. You know, sorry about the miscommunication earlier. I go, I'm going to go upstairs and change back into my clothes and get out of here. And he was like, nah, man, just get out of my house. I thought he was like being playful first. I was like, yeah. I go, I know, because the thing before, he was like, man, I'm done. Just get the fuck out. And I was like, well, I got to go change. And he was like, not here. And so then, not thinking, I took the head off to be like, yo, man, come on. Like, not like to start shit with him, just almost to plead, like, buddy, come on, let me check. And then the kids started fucking screaming. They just saw Winnie the Pooh remove his skull. Oh. And then they physically pushed me out of the house, and I ran to my mom's. I ran to my mom's Chevette, and I drove a stick shift home with Winnie the Pooh hands on.
Where's all your clothes are in the house?
I had the bag. They were in the bag and stuff. But it's like my trash bag of my clothes instead of Winnie the Pooh. But that was a hilariously far more scary job.
Yeah, that's some fucking bullshit, man.
Because most of the time the strippers were just... There was only one stripper I drove that was like genuinely putting herself through med school. Like the actual story that you always hear. Yeah. Like she was really doing it, which made her not a good stripper. Because she was the girl that every time they were like, this guy's touching my tit. I'm like, you have it in his mouth.
Yeah, you're a stripper.
So it's like, she's like, go fight this guy. He's doing this. She's like, please, you have to let him touch your butt, I think.
You could have been like, you have a bright future ahead of you. I don't want to ruin your medical school.
But the first girl I ever drove in that, I don't remember, I think her fake name or real name was Candace. Whatever it was, I drove her. She was really cute. And we went to a party, a bachelor party. And she was like, they're sawing now?
That's crazy.
Are they sawing pipes?
Yeah, you want to pause for a minute?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Your boy Chongo enjoys story time, right? It makes me wonder, like, what kind of story do you folks have, right? But yeah, this is funny, man. This shit had me rolling, right? Like, God, I've thought about that, right? So, like, if you have a service where you go to birthday parties and you dress up, right? Like, I mean, what do you charge like $100 an hour, right? So you're there for 2 hours, you get $200. But like, what does it cost you other than your time? I mean, you buy the costume once, right? That Winnie the Pooh costume, maybe it's expensive, right? But like, I mean, you get $100 an hour every time you do a birthday party, and if you do a good job, right, word's gonna get around that there's Winnie the Pooh in town or whatever, right? And God, I mean, I feel like, but then you got to put up with shit like this, right? I mean, and same thing with the bounce house, right? Like you buy that one time, and say you charge like $200 to have it there for a few hours, and you buy a few of them. Fucking, you get a pickup truck, and just like every weekend, you get $200 or whatever. I mean, that, talk about a side hustle, right? But then you got to put up with that kind of shit. I mean, it's not a huge overhead, right? So I feel like it's an easy thing that anybody can do. I mean, anything that doesn't require overhead, like if you do, what's it, vending machines, right? You put snacks in there, and then like, you know, as long as you have inventory in there, and you put it in the right spot, like, you know, there's people out there that make some serious coin on that shit. So like, but it sounds like he was going to the hood for these birthday parties. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, like I said, you go there dressed up as Winnie the Pooh or like SpongeBob or whatever, right? And you can dance and shit, and you sit there and dance, and you come up like you got some games. I mean, what did he say, hokey pokey? Like what, you can't do better than that? I mean, I feel like you gotta be creative, right? And if like word gets around because you're good at it, right? Like, I mean, I feel like we're beyond clowns now, right? So like the next, like after clowns, 'cause that shit's creepy, right? I mean, you have all those like, let's say you know how to do flips and shit. You could like dress up as Spider-Man, or I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen it. Or the Spider-Man fails, dress up as Batman and do some Batman shit. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. That shit was pretty funny though. I don't know where the white Elmo came. Is it just, oh, because he's white? Duh. I thought when I clicked on it, I thought Elmo was gonna be white. Like maybe he was bleached or some shit. I don't know. Your boy Chongo smokes too much something, right? But yeah, if you still haven't clicked away, fucking like and subscribe. That's all I gotta say. I'm running the special and it's free right now, so go ahead and take advantage of that. With that being said, that's all I got. You guys take care. Peace out.